In this class, we are going to discuss some problems related to the K-map. Okay, so that is minimization method. Okay, so in that, whatever the Boolean functions are expressed or whatever the Boolean expressions that is right in the form of two methods, that is SOP form and POS. Already we knows, right? Boolean functions are expressed in two forms, that is sum of product and product of sum, right? So that means in sum of product having some rules to simplifying the K-map method, and product of sum having the some rules to simplifying the K-map method, right? So how to express the Boolean function in SOP form means already we have an idea to identify that, right? So that means by using some symbols we can identify that whether it is SOP or POS, right? So after identifying the function, so what we have to do means whether it is SOP or POS, depending on that function, depending on that form, we'll follow the sum rules to simplify in the K-map method. Okay, so now we'll see that in SOP form or POS form. So some of the Boolean functions are related to the SOP or POS functions. For that we have to finding the K-map method. Okay, so first I have to take the problem is like this: simplifying the following Boolean functions using three variable K-maps. Okay, so just the given the function, so directly it is consist of three variables: f of x, y, z, summation of 0, 1, 5, 7. So that means the function xyz having the variables, it consists of the K-map. That means whether this K-map is expressed in the only four cells, that is 0, 1, 5, 7. Okay, so depending on that symbol we can identify first whether it is SOP or POS. After that, if it may be SOP, it consists of some rules, and it may be POS, it consists of some rules, right? So depending on that rules we'll finding that K-map. Okay, so here just check it, this all the problems, that means the first problem consists of four problems. So all four problems consist of the three variables only. So that means these are in all the problems, that means whatever the four problems we are having in that first, these four problems are related to the SOP or POS. First check it. So all the problems will be consisting of the summation symbol. So directly we can say that this is summation is nothing but this we can consider as SOP form. Okay, so after finding this, whether it is after identifying the Boolean function, what we have to do is just following that rules, whatever the rules we are having that form. So just follow that rules. Okay, so first I have to consider the first function. So f of x, y, z is equals to summation of 0, 1, 5, 7. So this is our first function. So here just observe, this is consist of three variables. That means we have to consider the K-map is three variable, right? So that means depending on that variables we have to consider the K-map. So here we have to mention only three variables. So already mentioned here, that is three variable K-map. So directly you can take it that three variable K-map, either it is horizontal shape or maybe vertical. Okay, so that's your wish. I have to take here horizontal K-map. So here I can consider as here the function is x, and here I can consider as the function is yz. So x is nothing but it is consist of two cells, either 0 and 1. That means if you are having single variable, then that single variable consisting of the two combinations, right? So for single variable we'll get the two combinations, that is 0, 1. For two variables, how many combinations we are getting totally? That means four combinations, right? Just mention that combinations 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So now after considering the K-map, so just what is the next step means you have to mention the cell number. Okay, so that means 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, 5, and this one is 6, and this one is 7. So after indicating the cell number, the next step is, so it is in already SOP form, right? So SOP form means what are the rules we are having in SOP form. Okay, so just refer the notes. You can follow, just check the rules in that SOP method, what we are having the rules in that SOP method. So just refer the notes, you can understand. So that the first point in the rules, the first point is nothing but groups may not contain 0 here. So this is the rules for K-map simplification of SOP form. Okay, so the first rule is nothing but groups may not contain 0. That means here each group compulsory the cell can be represented by the 1 only. Okay, we have to mention that cell represented by the only 1. Okay, so whatever that cell is represented here, so that cell must be represented by the 1 only. So here already mentioned which cells are represented by 1 means, so already they mentioned which cells are highlighted means 0 cell. So that's why I can represent it as 1, and for 1 cell also will have 1, and next one is 5, and the next one is 7. Okay, so here they mentioned the cell designation numbers are 0, 1, 5, 7. Okay, directly you can mention that cell number is 0, 1, 5, 7. After identifying the cell numbers, what we have to do means which cells are highlighted just represented with 1. Okay, so here what is the next step after indicating the cell numbers, after indicating the K-map? So what we have to do means just next step is nothing but we can grouping the cells, right? So after containing the cells containing the K-map, the next one is we can group the cells. We can group the cells in nothing but that may be double cells, or maybe quarter cells, or maybe octet cells, or maybe single cells. That means we can grouping the cells after identifying the cells. Okay, so here just check it. Here we'll have the is there any octet is possible, just check it. After indicating these cell numbers, what we have to do means what are the possibilities we are getting here. Okay, that may be octet is possible, or is there any quarter is possible, or is there any double is possible, or is there any single is possible. We have to check it. Okay, after indicating that. So here directly we'll go for the first octet. Octet is nothing but the adjacent 8 cells must be present, right? 8 cells must be contain 1. So here there is no 8 cells containing 1, so directly we can say that here octet is not possible. So the next step is nothing but is there any quarter is possible. So quarter is means 4 adjacents will be formed by the one group, right? So here also not we don't have any 4 cells adjacent 4 cells contain 1, right? So the next step is that means quarter is also not possible. So the next step is nothing but double. So double is nothing but we can grouping the 2 cells, 2 adjacent cells. Just observe here. So this is the one group, okay, and this is the one group. S is there. Here double is possible. That means here the neighbor cells 0 and 1 will be adjacent cells. Directly it can form the one double, and here also 5, 7 is adjacent cells. Directly we can form the one group. So and also 1, 5, just observe here, already this 1 is paired with another group and 5 is paired with another group, but one more possibility is also we are getting, that is 1 and 5. Okay, so like this I can form it, 1 and 5. Okay, so already 1 is paired with 0 and 5 is paired with 7, but in that K-map rules we are having the one rule, that is groups may overlap. Okay, so compulsory the groups overlap is possible in that K-map. Okay, so that's why I can take it here, 1 and 5 will be form the one group. Okay, so totally we are getting the 3 doubles here. Okay, the first double is 0, 1. Okay, so the next double is 5 and 7. Okay, so 0, 1 and 5, 7, and the next one more double is 1 and 5. Okay, so totally we are getting the 3 doubles. Okay, so after grouping the cells, what is the next step? We can finding the prime implicant for this every grouping. Okay, so we need to find the prime implicant result. So that's why I can take it first double, that is 0, 1 form. So here for 0, 1 group we can, what are the possibilities we are getting, just check it. So already we know for SOP we have to take it as 0 will be complement and 1 will be normal, right? So for 0 is nothing but here, for 0 will get the possibility is nothing but this 0 cell, this 0 cell having the possibility is x is 0, yz is 0, 0, right? So that means x complement, y complement, z complement. Next, what is the next cell? One cell, right? One cell is nothing but here. So this first cell containing the x y z is nothing but x complement. X is 0 and y is also 0, then we'll get y complement and z. Okay, so x complement, y complement and z. So any variable, any changing of variable will have, so just you can neglect the terms, that means you can cancel it. So if any same variables will have, so directly you can take that function. So here we'll get the, for the possibility of double 0 1 is x complement, y complement. So the result, prime implicant result for this group is nothing but x complement, y complement. Okay, so the next one double is nothing but 5 and 7. Okay, so we'll go for the 5 7 group. So that is nothing but two cells. So we'll get the possibility for the 5 is nothing but x is 1 and y and z is 0 1. So then we'll get x, y complement, z. For 7 we'll go for the all will be 3 ones. So that means all will be normal variables. So x, y, z. Here the changing variables will be y complement and y. You can neglect that. Okay. So x, z, the prime implicant result for this double is nothing but, sorry, there is no comma for this. So x, z. So coming to the next two double, that is nothing but 1 comma 5. Okay, so for this 1 comma 5, so for one cell what is the variable designation is nothing but that is x complement, y complement, z. Okay, for 1. So x complement, y complement, z. So coming to the 5, that is nothing but 1 0 1. So that means x, y complement, z. Okay, so x, y complement, z. So then here the changing variable is x complement. So then we'll get the function becomes y complement, z. Okay, x complement x will be cancelled, then we'll get the result, prime implicant result is y complement, z. So finally the Boolean function for this f of x y z is equal to the expression of the function of x y z Boolean function is for summation of 0 1 5 7 is equal to what we are getting the prime implicants. Just add all the prime implicant results for this Boolean function. So the total result becomes x complement, y complement plus xz plus y complement z. Okay, so like that we can finding the SOP K map. Okay, so now we'll go for the second problem. So f of x, y, z. So again this one also having three variables 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, so here this is also having the three variables and also it is also consist of the SOP form. Right, directly by using this symbol we can identify it. This is also SOP. So directly you can consider as three variable K map. So this is also consist of totally 8 cells x, y, z. So 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay, so for the first cell just identifying the first cell numbers 0 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 7. So now first indicating the cell which groups are containing 1 means just mention that cell numbers, that is nothing but 1 and 2 also consist of group and next 3 and next one is 6 and next one is 7. Okay, so 1 2 3 6 7. Okay, so now we can do that grouping the cells. What is after identifying the cells, next what we have to do, so we can grouping the cells. So here directly we can say that this is 4 adjacent cells we can forming, right? That means there is no octet is possible here. That means it doesn't consist of 8 cells will be 1. So directly we can say that there is no octet is possible. And one more thing is nothing but is there any octet is possible means yes, 4 adjacent cells will be consist of ones. Directly we can say that it is 1 quarter will be formed. Okay, so another any quarter will be formed here, so no. So directly we can go for the next step, that is there any double will be formed? Yes, it's possible. So that is nothing but here we'll get the one double. Okay, so 1 and 3 will be forming the one double, and there is no singles. So this is the grouping of cells. Now we have to finding the prime implicant for this two groups, one quarter and another one is one double. So I can take it here, one quarter. So quarter groups are, just mention the cell numbers, 3, 3, 2, 7, 6, 6, 7. And the next one is double. So double cells are nothing but 1, 3. So for these two, we'll finding the prime implicant result. So first we'll go for the quarter group. Okay, so quarter group is nothing but, so what are the cell numbers? 3, 2, 6, 7. Okay, so take the cell number variables. So 3 will be represented by 0, 1, 1. So already we know SOP form. So 0 will be complement and normal will be, that means 1 will be normal. So next coming to the 2, 0, 1, 0. So x complement, y, z complement. Now coming to the 7, that is triple 1. So x, y, z. Coming to the 6, that is 1, 1, 0. So x, y, z complement. Here just check it, one z complement, z will be cancelled, that means these two will be changes, and one more is possible here, z complement z, that two will be cancelled. Okay, so and one more possibility will have x complement x and x complement will be cancelled. So for this quarter the result becomes y. So this prime implicant result is equal to y. So now finding the double. For double, that is nothing but 1 and 3. Okay, so what is the one possibility here? So that is nothing but 0, 0, 1. So x complement, y complement, z. And next, the next one is 3. 3 is nothing but 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1 means x complement, y, z. Okay, so here changing variables is y complement y, and the remainings will be x complement z. Okay, so the prime result for this double is x complement z. The total Boolean function of this f of x, y, z is equals to adding the prime implicants for this. So that is nothing but x complement z plus y. This is the result of this B function. So now coming to the third function, that is C f of x, y, z is equals to, what is the third function? Summation of 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 3, 5, 6, 7 summation symbol. Okay, so now we have to find it for this K-map. So already we know this is a 3 variable K-map. So that's why I can consider here 3 variable K-map. So x, y, z. So totally we are getting the 8 possibilities here. 0 to 7. So this is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So the cell number is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here identify the cell numbers here. So 3, which groups are contained ones means 3, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here check it how many quarter possible and how many doubles are possible. Now check it. So here totally 4 cells containing the 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so now we can grouping these 4 cells. So is there any quarter is possible? So no. And coming to the double, is there any double is possible means yes. Here we'll have the 3 adjacent sides. So here one double is possible, and here one double is possible, and here one double is possible. Totally we are getting the 3 doubles here. One group is 3, 7 and another group is 5, 7 and another group is 7, 6, 7. Okay, so I can write it here for double. So that is 6, 7. This is also one double. Okay, now coming to the next group, that is 5 and 7. So these two are adjacent groups. That's why I can forming the one group. Okay, so that means 6, 7 is adjacent cells and 5, 7 is adjacent cells, like 1 and 7 is also, sorry, 3 and 7 is also one adjacent cells, right? So that's why we can forming the 3 doubles. Okay, so now finding the for these three doubles of prime implicants. So first we'll go for the 6 7. So for 6 7 is nothing but this is the double. So for 7, what is the possibility we are getting? Triple 1. So then we'll get the x y z. So here 6 1 1 0. So x y z complement. So then z and z complement will be cancelled. Then we'll get x y. Now coming to the double 5 7. Okay. So for 5 7 we'll get the possibility becomes x for 5 1 0 1. So x y complement z, and 7 for 3 ones, that is nothing but 3 will be normal. So y complement cancel, then we'll get xz. Coming to the next double, that is 3 7. 3 7 is nothing but these two. So 3 will be 0 1 1. So that's why we'll get x complement yz, and 7 will be 3 ones. So x y z. Okay. So then here x complement x will be cancelled. So then we'll get the function becomes yz xy xz yz. So finally this f of xyz Boolean function for this, finally we are getting the Boolean expression is adding all the prime implicant results. So xy plus yz plus xz. Okay. So this is our result for this third function. So coming to the fourth function. So f of xyz is equal to summation of, what is the next problem? Last problem is, so not xyz, here we are taking variables as the given abc. Okay. So for the fourth function consists of the variables is abc 0 2 3 4 6. 0 2 3 4 6. Once again we have to check it. 0 2 3 4 6. Okay. So this is also SOP form, but the variables is changed here. In the previous problem we have to take, that is we are taken that is xyz the variables. Here we have to take abc. Okay. So now again we have to consider the three variable k map. So but the variables are changes here. So abc. So 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay. So just identify the cell number 0 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 7. So now which groups are containing 1? So just check it. 0, and the next one is 2, and the next one is 3 and 4, and the next one is 6. Okay. So these are the cells containing the 1. So after identifying the cells, the next one is we can grouping the cells. So that means first we have to check it, is there any octet is possible? No. So the next one is there any quarter is possible? Means yes, it's possible. How it is means, here opposite cells are containing the ones. Here these two cells are containing the ones, and here these two cells are containing the ones. So just that means here we can forming the corner groups or maybe opposite faces. Okay na? So this is one group. That means it is forming the one quarter. And coming to the next one, any double is possible means, is there any double is possible means yes, it's possible one group, that is 3 and 2. Okay. So here one double will form, and double is 2 and 3. Okay. So now coming to the quarter, that is 0 0 4 2 6. 0 4 2 6. Okay. Now finding the prime implicant result for this. So first I have to take the double 2 3. So then for this 2 3, what are the combinations we are getting means, for 2 0 1 0. So 0 1 0. Next for 3 0 1 1 0 1 1. So here z complement z will be cancelled, then we'll get the remaining function is x complement y. So next coming to the quarter. So quarter cells are nothing but 0 4 2 6. So first for 0 all will be complements. So x complement y complement z complement. For 4 1 0 0. So x y complement z complement. For 2 0 1 0. So x complement y z complement 0 1 0. Next for 6 x y z complement. So that means 110, this is 110. So now here which one is cancelled means y complement, y complement is cancelled, x complement x complement x will be cancelled, then we'll get the only single function, that is z complement. So finally this f of x y, sorry, a b, sorry, here we have to change the variables now. So that is a complement b c complement. Okay, so sorry for this, I have to take just I consider in previous what I am taking. Okay, so just changing the variables, that result will be same, a complement b this is 000, a complement b complement c complement. Sorry, I can do again, I will do it. So that is nothing but double for 2 3. Okay, so here first for 2 we'll get the 0 1 0, that is nothing but a complement b c complement. So why? Because means here we'll have the variables will be changes, right, a b c. Okay, so and the next one is for 3 0 1 1, a complement b c. So then here we'll get the result becomes c complement cancelled, then we'll get the prime implicant result is a complement b. Like that we have to find in the quarter also, 0 2 0 4 2 6. Okay, so for 0 all will be complement, so a complement b complement c complement, and for 4 1 0 so a b complement c complement, and the for 2 0 1 0 so a complement b c complement, and next for 6 1 1 0 so a b c complement. So for this b complement will be cancelled, and a complement a complement a will be cancelled, then we'll get the result becomes c complement. Okay, so finally the prime implicant result for this f of a b c is equals to what we are getting here, a complement b plus here we'll get the result becomes c complement. Okay, so this is the first problem. So all will be considering as 3 variable k map, but in the fourth one is just changing the variables. Okay, that is the different thing. So remaining all the concept will be same. Okay, now we'll see that if the k map will be taken, if the k map will take it as vertical shape, what happens? Okay, now so now we have to find it for that also. Okay, now it's not necessary, you can find it anyone in that, so that may be horizontal or maybe that in vertical shape. Okay, so I can explain that one also, how to find it in vertical. So the first problem I can consider here in vertical shape. So that means f of x y z is equals to 0 1 5 7. Okay, if the k map may be considered, that means only the 3 variable k map having 2 possibilities, that is nothing but horizontal shape or maybe vertical shape. Okay, so already you have one idea, if you are taking horizontal shape like this we can find it, right? So for suppose if you are considering the k map will be in vertical shape, so how to find it? So what are the possibilities we are getting and how can grouping that cells? Okay, so now we'll see that. So 0 1 5 7, the first problem, here I am considering the k map as vertical, that is also 3 variable na, so I am considering as 3 variable k map is in vertical shape. This is also consisting of 8 cells. Okay, but it will be changes that possibilities, that means here we have to consider the one variable and here we have to consider the two variables. Okay, so then we'll get the possibility becomes 0 1, here we'll get the 0 0 0 1, here 1 1 1 0. Okay, so then now grouping the cell, first identifying the cell numbers, 0 1 2 3, and this is 4 5, and this is 6 7. Okay, so depends on that possibilities, you have to write it what is the cell number. So 000 is nothing but in binary number, that is 0, right? So for binary number of 001 is nothing but in decimal number, that is 1. 0 1 0 2, 0 1 1 3. So like that you can depends on that binary numbers, you can identify the cell number, no problem. Okay, so after identifying the cell numbers, now we'll go for the grouping of cells. That means which cells are contained 1 means first one is 0, and the next one is 1, and the next cell is 5 contain 1, and the 7 is also contain 1. So after identifying these cells, so the next one is we can grouping the cells, right? So directly we can say that here one double is possible and here one double is possible, right? So now totally we are getting the two doubles. So the first double is nothing but the cell numbers will be 0 comma 1, and the second double is, that is 5 comma 7. So for this we have to finding the prime implicant results. So first I have to take the 0 comma 1. For this I have to finding the prime implicant. So here we'll consider as variables will be x, y, z na. So for 0 we'll get the possibility becomes triple 0. That means x complement, y complement, z complement. Remaining process will be same, only the thing is changes, only the k map will be changes. Okay, here we'll take the horizontal shape and here we'll take the horizontal shape and here we'll can consider the vertical shape. That is the thing will be changes, automatically the cell numbers will be changes. Okay, so x complement, y complement, z complement, and coming to the next cell, that is 1. So then we'll get 0 0 0 0 1. That means x comp, sorry, here yz is 0 0 and x will be 0. So then x will be here. So first one will be, all will be zeros, right? Directly we can say that x complement, y complement, z complement. Coming to the next cell, automatically here changes, that is nothing but x will be considered as 1 and yz will be considered as zeros. That means x will be normal and yz will be zeros, right? So that means it will be complement. So x complement, x will be cancelled and here we'll get the y complement, z complement is prime implicant result for this double. So now coming to the next double, that is 5 and 7. So now finding the prime implicant result for this double, that is nothing but 7. 5 will be consist of 1 0 1. So 1 0 1 is nothing but x will be 1. So just check it ma, which number is which one is x and which one is, that means which cell is consist of x and which cells are consist of yz. Okay, so just observe that combinations for these variables. So here first we have to consider x, right? So x will be for 5, that is 1. So directly I can take it as normal. For the remaining yz will be consist of 1 0. That means y z will be complement. So x, y, z complement. Now coming to the seventh one. Seventh one is nothing but 1 1 1. So triple 1, right? So triple 1 means all will be normal. So then we can consider as x, y, z. So here z complement, z will be changes, then we'll get the function becomes xy. Okay, so finally the prime implicant result for this f of x, y, z is equals to adding these two prime implicants, adding the groups. So y complement, z complement plus xy. So is it equal or not? Check it first. When the horizontal prime implicant result and the vertical prime implicant result, is it equal or not? Check it. So here we'll get the function becomes the for the function for the horizontal. That means the problem will be same, but if you are taking horizontal k-map, then we are getting the 3 doubles here, right? But in vertical we are getting only 2 possibilities. Okay, so this is the prime implicant result and this is the prime implicant result for this horizontal and this is vertical. This is the thing is changes. Okay, so like that you can finding the, that may be vertical shape or horizontal shape. Okay, if you are taking vertical, so the problem is like this. Okay, so the remaining problems also you can finding in vertical shape. Okay, if you are considering vertical map